people who visited us, guests of ours, visitors, have been wowed by it. I know 2 people who have used them, have been happy with them, and I got along pretty well with the project manager and with, in this case, Michael. And so it became a personal kind of relationship, and one that was, I think there was a high degree of trust. You hear a lot of horror stories, but in my case, it wasn't. It was far from that. I enjoyed the level of professionalism that they displayed. I appreciated it. I appreciated if there ever was an issue that came up, at one point we had to switch the house plans around completely from one side to the other because the grading of the land was different from what we expected. But they were good about holding your hand through that process. So my wife is a heavy user of the kitchen, and she's a good cook, and she does all types of cuisines. So she was very keen on having a really spectacular kitchen. So the architect we chose, together with Meridian, put together a very open plan kitchen, a huge island, a lot of cabinet space. The materials we chose were fairly they were modern. They were clean lines, almost mid-century modern, industrial looking, and it came out extremely well. We're more than thrilled about it. There was a sense of space around everything, well planned in terms of where the various kitchen items would be. All in all, I think it's come out extremely well. People who visited us, guests of ours, visitors, have been wowed by it. We've gotten used to it. So I can tell you, when it first came, when we first saw it, we were taken aback as how beautiful it looked. So very happy. And it is the way the plan goes. It's the heart of the home on the entertaining level. So the kitchen is right at the center, and then there's the living room on one side and the dining room on the other. And from the kitchen island, you can see in both directions. That's the way we entertain. That's the way we sort of conversation and our guests flow, I guess. So it was good. Where we built, which is in Bethesda, it's within walking distance of a lot of things. The subway system, the metro system, theaters, restaurants, etc. As far as the house goes, I think it's beautifully built, great insulation, a lot of useful features that we planned for, which have worked out well. We went on to Houzz and we looked at a ton of beautiful bathrooms, and there was one in particular that stuck out, which my wife in particular liked. It was all white with a floating wooden cabinets. So we try to replicate that with our own touches here and there. We love the space. It's just beautiful. There's plenty of space for both of us. We have heated towel rods. We've got a tub which is freestanding, that we put some interesting tile work around to make it look like a carpeted area, even though it's tile. It's come out well. I like it. Hey, we're not going to do this very often, so you might as well get something that's really cool.